Hey everyone, I'm Connor and welcome to my channel, The Closet. If it's your first time here on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I would love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the small Loewe puzzle bag and the mini Loewe puzzle bag. This has been requested by a lot of you guys, but because I don't own a mini puzzle, I've never done it before, but my friend has generously lent me hers for the purpose of research. So hopefully this can help you out if you're on the fence about the two sizes, and let's get right into it. Okay, so this is my small Loewe puzzle bag. This is in the soft grained calfskin in the color light caramel. And then on the handle, it's got this box leather and contrast white stitching on like the zip and I think around the handle as well. Now, I've had this bag for over a year now. It is my most used bag. I absolutely adore this bag and I could never see myself getting rid of it. It's a classic for me. The color works, the size works, and I just absolutely love it. You can get lots in this bag, and I have done a full review on this bag as itself, so I will link that down below. But the puzzle bag in the past few years has become increasingly popular. I personally love the aesthetic of it. I love Loewe as a brand. I think they're incredibly innovative and they always are looking at ways that they can update their current bags regardless of how long they've been within the Loewe family. They're always looking at making them more modern and making them more appealing for the current day buyer, which I think is fantastic, and I wish a lot more brands would do that. Just quickly on the brand, it has become more and more popular over time, but I think that it is such a kind of trailblazer brand. A lot of the bags that they have are quite whimsical, they're quite alternative, but there's something about Loewe that always reaps me back in. I just feel like they're always coming up with new designs, new colorways, new patterns, and it's not a brand that you can get bored of if you like it. And now that I've owned this bag for such a long time, the quality really does speak for itself. As I said, this is my most used bag and there really is nowhere on this bag. Even just looking at the corners, there's nothing. The bottom of the bag, which when I use this on the aeroplane, this obviously gets chucked. It's not even dented. There's no scratches. There's nothing. And I think that is just such a testament to the leather quality, the craftsmanship and everything like that that Loewe stand for, and clearly it's emulated in the product. So I always recommend Loewe as a premium luxury brand, and that speaks for itself. And then this is the mini size that my friend has generously lent me for the purpose of this video. This is in a seasonal colorway. It's got obviously the pink accents here, and it's got a brownie color here, and I believe this is the classic tan. Could be wrong because my, color blindness always always trips me up, but this is a seasonal print, but in the mini size. It's got the light gold hardware, the same as mine, and it is in the smooth calfskin. Now, when I've seen videos on the mini size on YouTube videos, when it's just in the camera by itself, it comes across as what the small size looks like, if that makes sense. Like the perception is quite warped because there's nothing in the video to compare it with. So when I'm holding it like this, it looks a lot bigger in the camera than what it actually does in real life. Now, when I bring the small in, you can see the differences. This looks a lot bigger than what it really is, and this looks a lot more mini than what it really is. But basically, I'll try do them side by side. So forgetting the individual specs of the bags, the key differences between the two sizes is firstly, they're obviously a lot smaller in size. I'll put the measurements down in the description box, but if we look at the back, this mini has no back pocket, it is just the puzzle design. The small has a back pocket with a zip, which kind of covers this perimeter of the triangle, we'll say. The tabs on the side are significantly different. Obviously on the small, it is in proportion with the bag, and the mini is a lot more smaller. When it comes to the zipper pull, they're actually the same size zipper. I've measured them just before. So this pink zipper pull tab and this caramel color, they're the same size. I believe Loewe, and I'm just obviously speculating here, has chosen to not shrink down the size of this one for the mini size and to keep it consistent with the small, as it gives a bit more character to the bag. I think if this was, you know, in proportion to the bag, it would be a little bit too finicky and a little bit too not as playful, I guess. So I'm glad that they've kept this one, you know, a bit more longer. It is a little bit skinnier than the one on this bag, but the length is the same, even though it doesn't look like that in proportion. Now, the inside of the bags, of course, are also different. They still do have the uncinched side for access, which is a great feature of the puzzle bag, and they do still have you know, the normal zipper. Obviously, the opening for this bag is a lot smaller because the bag is a lot less wide. The width is shorter. But on the inside, they use the same lining, and everything is the same except the small has a slip pocket at the back. The opening for this bag is still good for a mini bag, and that, like I said before, is a testament to not cinching in this end and not restricting the access. Then, as you can see on the small, it's still got that same little opening. The inside is basically identical with the exception of a slip pocket on the back. But apart from that, there's no zippers, there's no anything on the other side. I'm not sure, I know Loewe have changed the kind of layout over the bags throughout the years. I know that originally there were 2 slip pockets on the inside of this bag, but they ended up removing another one because people don't use both sides of a slip pocket. They only generally use the one at the back. So I know that they have updated that over the years. I'm not sure if the current small has changed, but this one was from last year, 2021. Oh no, the year before. Yeah, we're in 2023. Sorry, this is from the end, I got it at the end of 2021. I don't believe they've changed it, but if they do, I will update it in the comments. But the internal layout is basically the same. When we look at the hardware that is used, the small has the exact same curved handle connector strap thingy. This part, it's the same, but it has been shrunk down for the mini. The zipper hardware is the exact same. You can see there's Loewe engraved on there. Obviously, the quality of the hardware is probably, in my opinion, some of the best hardware that I've seen on bags. It's very weighty. It's got a lot of substance to it, if that makes any sense. And it doesn't feel like, you know, lightweight and a bit shitty. The quality is really great. I've had no fading, no chipping, no nothing on my puzzle bag, and I've used it, you know, consistently for a year. So if there were signs of that to happen, it would have happened by now. So other than the zipper on the back of this bag, and obviously the size difference, the bag layout is very, very similar. All right, let's talk about the straps. So this is the strap for the small. This is in this smooth box leather, and it is a adjustable strap. So there are notches on the bag here. You can adjust it by removing this dongle thing and then sliding the strap across and then inserting it in the notch that you want. It's attached to the bag with these lobster claws. I really like how kind of playful they are and circular. And you know, they're a very easy kind of strap to adjust. They do also have Loewe there. I love the detail. And this is a great strap. Obviously used it as much as I've used the bag. There is no wear on this strap other than, you know, your average hairlines on the little lobster claws. But this is an adjustable strap. Now the strap on the mini, as you can see, it is not adjustable. It is just one long piece of leather. And then it has the same lobster claw attachments, but it is just obviously a fraction of the size. If I were to put my small size strap on its longer setting, it would be the same length as the mini. Now, obviously this strap is not adjustable, so that's the only kind of measurement you get, but I will put mod shots of me wearing both bags so you can get a feel of how it looks. When I put both the straps together, the small size is a lot more substantial, it's a lot thicker, and it's a lot more hardier. Also, this strap is in this boxier leather, so that's to be expected as well when compared to this softer grain leather, which is quite it's a lot more malleable and a lot more softer. Obviously this one is a lot more firm. You couldn't bend it because it's got quite a bit of, it's got a lot of flex, but it's not soft. It's a lot more hard. It's not rigid, it's just a lot more half like a boxy leather. Whilst this one you could, you know, malleable, make it malleable in your hands. It's probably double the width. So if I put it on there, it's about double the width of the small. Now, I don't actually own a mini size in the traditional puzzle, I only own it in the bum bag size, but if you're on the fence of either, they are identical in size. Obviously, the bum bag version has no top handle or little side gussety flap things, but they, within terms of internal space, they're basically the same bag. This has a zip on the front, across, and then a zip on the top with the flap. And this one doesn't have that, but internal size, they're both the same. Now you're probably wondering which bag I prefer, and I will be brutally honest, if I had all the money in the world, I would own both because they're not really comparable in purpose. So for example, the small size is an everyday bag. It is something that you would put your sunglasses in, your wallet, even a larger size wallet, your phone, your keys. You could even probably get a small cosmetic bag in there with like a lipstick or whatever you may need inside this bag. You also then have the back pocket, which a phone will not fit all the way in, but you can have it unzipped and have your phone just sit in the back pocket with like 3/4 of it hidden. And then you have the adjustable strap for the bag, which makes it a lot more user-friendly as we're all different heights, different sizes, etc. So I would say that the small is the perfect everyday bag. There's a reason why this bag is my favorite of all my bags and the one that I use the most, and that's because it is very carefree, easy, grab and go, can fit in all the things that I need, and because of the grained calfskin, I'm not scared about wear and, you know, scraping it and damaging it and that sort of thing. And also, I guess the colorway does play a part in why I grab for it so much. It's the perfect neutral. It goes with everything that I have in my wardrobe, and it is my preferred size. It's my preferred size for everyday use. But that's not to say that I wouldn't add a mini in my collection. I really do want to add a mini into my collection, but obviously the purpose of the bag is completely different. This is a mini bag. You're not fitting in half of what you would fit in the small. You would fit, let me get my phone. This is an iPhone 13 Pro. I believe it'll fit in this bag. So the iPhone, sorry, I've got the dust bag in there at the moment, but the iPhone 13 Pro fits in there perfectly, and it doesn't take up as much room as I was thinking actually. It probably only takes up about a third. But other than that, you would probably get your car key, a key holder, maybe a lip gloss or something like that, or a lip balm, or a packet of tissues, and that's probably about it. It is a mini bag. Also, these, they do come in the grained leather like my small does, but a lot of the classic colors like the tan and the grays, they are in the smoother leather. So if you're looking at using it a lot of the time and you're conscious about the wear on it, you'd probably want to go for one of the grained leathers, but the color options are different to what the, you know, the smoother leather versions come out in. In saying that, I can only use my bum bag as a point of reference for wear, and I've actually been quite impressed with, you know, how scratches come up, if they come up at all, and that sort of thing. So I wouldn't rule out wearability for the smooth leather just because it's not a heavier grain, but it is something to keep in mind for long-term use, I guess. Also, like I said before, the strap is not adjustable on this, so you're limited to the longer style strap drop on the mini, but I think because the mini is a lot smaller, you can get away with it sitting a lot lower. It doesn't look disproportioned in my opinion anyways. But if you are somebody that wants to use it as a shoulder bag or use it as a higher up crossbody bag, it's probably not going to work for you just because you can't adjust the strap. Now, I promise I'm not trying to be Switzerland. I actually love both of these bags, and I definitely will want to add a mini into my collection. I would like to add it in like a yellow or a really bright fun color because I think it suits the mini size bag aesthetic a lot better. But they really are different bags. They serve different purposes, and if you're looking for an everyday bag but you like the size of the mini, you're probably not going to be happy with its capacity. If you're looking for, you know, an evening bag or something that's a lot more casual and you want to get the small size, you're probably not going to be happy with that either because you'll find it's too big. So it's really about weighing up what you want the bag to do for you, what you want it to serve, and then finding, you know, a size from that. Both of them are great bags. Both of them are incredible quality. I cannot fault Loewe with the quality of their bags. And both of them are quite unique, striking pieces. Because of the geometric design on the front, it really breaks up the front of the bag. It looks luxurious, it feels luxurious, and you really do get the quality that you pay for with Loewe, and I can't fault them as a brand. I would, you know, like I said before, gladly add a mini into my collection. God, I feel like, what a serious video this was. No jokes, I made no jokes, but all business, guys, all business, all in the spirit of education. But thank you so much for my subscribers who have requested this video. I know that my small puzzle bag review that I did has been one of the most watched review videos that I've done, and I just think it's due to the lack of content that's out there. So hopefully this video helps if you're on the fence about the two sizes. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Please keep the video requests coming. It keeps me motivated. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up. And if you have not considered subscribing to my channel, why not? Hit the subscribe button, and please reach out on Instagram. My account is theclosetbyconnor_. Here is onwards and upwards in 2023. The countdown to Paris is on. We're like 4 months away, and I'm excited. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you all next time.